pants down, you grab your chest, and he still doesn't look at you. You're gonna post online for the entire internet to see.
You cannot tell me when women go to the gym, they don't be wanting attention, bro. They go to the gym for attention.
You don't have clothes on, you need to be out of here now.
I do have clothes on.
This woman goes into a gym wearing nothing but body paint.
What's good, peeps? It's your boy JP back at it again with another reaction video, and today we are reacting to Janae Danyiel. Now, shout out to Janae Danyiel. I actually seen a few of her videos before, and she's pretty dope. I actually need to subscribe to her because she's pretty dope. She's pretty smart and all that, so I really rock with her. But today's video is nobody wears clothes to the gym anymore, and the delusion is real. So without further ado, we about to get into this video. But before we do that, I need you to do me a favor. Do yourself a favor too. Hit the like and subscribe button. Join the Prosper Gang. We keep being a PG around this mug. And there's a whole lot of prosperity going on around up in this mug. So if you want to join the Prosper Gang, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. It really does help the algorithm and help push the channel in front of other people so they can also join the Prosper Gang. Without further ado, let's just get into the video.
Pull your pants down, you grab your chest, and he still doesn't look at you. You're gonna post online for the entire internet to see.
You cannot tell me when women go to the gym, they don't be wanting attention, bro. They go to the gym for attention, bro.
You were in the gym getting your workout on and somebody was recording you without your consent.
You look at any of their clothes for women who work out, everything is tight fitted, everything is painted to the body.
You don't have clothes on, you need to be out of here now.
I do have clothes on.
This woman goes into a gym wearing nothing but body paint.
The gym. It used to be a place where people would go to tune the whole world out. Now it seems like the place where people go so the world can be tuned in. And with all eyes on us, it's no surprise that the conversation about what women are wearing to the gym and what people do at the gym have gotten so loud. But if you've been to the gym lately or scrolled on Gym Talk for about 2 seconds, you'll see why. Every day there's a new video, a new fit, a new debate spiraling out of control in the comment section. One side is yelling, let women wear what they want to wear, and then the other side is yelling, she's begging for attention. Meanwhile, there's a third group in the middle that's just trying to finish their leg day without winding up in the background of someone's viral TikTok. In today's video, we're
So yeah, and just to have a little bit to say up front, like I can understand both sides. Like I can understand that women want to wear what they want to wear, because like I said in my last video with the you know, getting out of the friend zone or being a nice guy, whatever, that women have been told by society how they need to present themselves to be accepted by society, right? But, and I will say this, there is still a scientific, biological urge that men naturally have when they are around attractive women. And most women that are in the gym are pretty fairly attractive, right? So, I mean, you got your few ducks, but mostly, most women that are in the gym are fairly attractive, right? So men have this natural urge to look or glance at attractive women. Like, I could understand the whole, like, not bothering women at the gym or not going up to them and trying to hit on them at the gym, but men are gonna look. Like, if you are attractive, men are going to look. Now, I ain't gonna say staring somebody down is a bit excessive, but looking, like, men are gonna look. Like, that's just a natural urge. Most men try to be discreet with it, you know, but sometimes it just is what it is. So to victimize men for being naturally attracted to you when you go there to, like, come on, like, I'm gonna be upfront. Like, it be like some women that go up in the gym and they be having, like, their tights is the same color as, like, very close to their natural skin tone. So they'll be like a caramel woman with, like, caramel, or if you say caramel, you know, caramel, whatever how you say it. I say caramel. But it be women that be caramel color that be going to the gym with like caramel tights on. Like, you look naked. You did that intentionally. Like, you can't tell me, oh no, I just like this color. I mean, yeah, you probably do, but man, you had to wear that to the gym. Like, you couldn't wear something else to notify people that you're not naked. You know what I mean? Like, certain things are just like, you are definitely doing that for attention. And that's where it's crazy, because it's like, it got this blurred line, right? And a lot of people that are good at being petty are good at, you know, being on that line, on that threshold. And they know how to play in that blurry area. And what they do is, they do things with some of them. Not all. Like, some of them really just want to be comfortable. And I get that. But the ones that are going for attention and trying to overly sexualize themselves, they know that you can't prove it. They know they blend in with the women that just want to be comfortable. So if you ever try to accuse them of being overly sexualized, they'll just say, oh no, you just hate women and you just mad because I just want to be comfortable. And all they go do is lean over into the comfortability side instead of knowing they really on the sexualized side. And unfortunately, that blurry line, a lot of people play in it because they know that realistically you can't prove it. And because you can't prove it, they can just play in that blurry line as much as they want to, until people like her or people like me or people just on the internet is calling it out. And it's like, nah, like, we about to unblur these lines because y'all are taking this shit too far. But without further ado, let's just continue with this video.
Unpacking the gym outfits, the gym algorithm, and why women are spiraling in the middle of it. Welcome to the girl talk you didn't know you needed. Now, I'm not saying you have to subscribe. You're classy, okay? I know you don't just give those away for free. But hopefully at the end of this video, we become bestie enough to where you feel like you can take that next step. This didn't happen overnight. Okay, gym culture didn't just poof into a performance. It's been slowly brewing, one influencer, one trend, one hot girl walk at a time. And every time someone questions it, the same tired argument pops up. Gym clothes were wild in the 80s too.
Y'all know how some people act all scandalized by how some women dress at the gym these days? Well, I saw a tweet earlier today where someone was basically saying that y'all would have a conniption if you saw how women dressed in the 80s.
Which, okay, valid point, right? But their wild, their V-cut leotards with the leg warmers wild, was more about movement and not male validation. And y'all may eat me up for this, but I'm standing on it, because a lot of the gym clothes that we wear today, they weren't just made for mobility, they were made to be watched. A prime example,
especially the ones that got the little crease in between the butt crack. Like, I know which one I'm talking about. Like, it made to like separate the cheeks. You know what I mean? Crazy. But yeah. I mean, those are definitely made. Nah, I mean, I ain't a woman, so I don't wear those. But so maybe somebody in the comments can break it down and be a little bit more scientific on how that's made for comfortability. But for me, that's just made for male validation. I'm just, and I'm a man. I ain't mad at it, but I'm just saying, like, we know what you're doing.
That I want to shine light on are the honeycombed butt
Yep, them the ones I'm talking about. Yeah, we on the same page. Yep.
High-waisted leggings, aka the TikTok leggings that went viral about 4 years ago. They're basically the same leggings that people wear at the gym today. But it wasn't just the leggings, it was the reaction that followed behind it. The way they cinched, lifted, and framed the body. They didn't just hug the body, they highlighted it. And with the amount of videos showing boyfriends and husbands' reactions, it almost felt like satisfying the male gaze became part of the marketing ploy.
Y'all know those leggings that have been going viral on TikTok? I'm wearing them right now, and ladies, listen closely. You need these leggings. When I say they accentuate every crease, curve, literally everything is on point. I'm not lying. But on the other hand, they are borderline explicit and you can literally see through them. So I cannot show you guys, but I can show my husband.
Hey, what's up, Jay? Whoa!
What?
Boo! Your booty look juicy!
So I'm curious. It's just a question. Were these outfits made for the female gaze or were they made for the male? Comment your thoughts down below.
Probably both. I mean, mostly for the male, but you know, a lot of women now are bisexual, so that's not like too uncommon. So I mean, in some cases, and if you really think about it, I could assume that most women, not most, I don't want to keep saying most, but I could assume a lot of women are in competition with each other, right? So like any little advancement they can take to plump for size any part of their body that makes them look better than the girl they in competition with, they gonna take. So it might not always be necessarily for the male gaze. I mean, okay, let's say this. It's not only for the male gaze, because they're not trying to get male attention. They want that too, right? Because what use is competing with a woman? What use is it competing with another woman if men don't look at you at all? I mean, at that point, you just not, why even bother competing, right? So it's also for the male gaze, but it's also too, like I say, a lot of them are more valued about competing with other women. For instance, I'm gonna give you an example. I'm a filmmaker, videographer, right? You know, I post all my work on Instagram and stuff. Y'all not getting my Instagram. If y'all end up finding out, y'all end up finding out. Dang, it's something in my eye. Anyway, yeah, but anyway, I post all my, video work on Instagram and stuff. And I used to, obviously, and still to this day, I post too for validation, right? I want to know that my work can stand at the test of time or stand next to people that I admire. So I have people in my comments talking about, oh yeah, bro, you fire, bro, this video dope, da 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 da. But they're like rappers. Mind you, I do music videos. So they're like rappers, they're like other people that just rock with me. But the comments that I really look for are from my fellow filmmaker homies. Cause if they rock with it, then I know that, and mind you, this ain't always the best thing, but I'm just being transparent and being realistic, because a lot of us do this too. But I look for validation and comments from my filmmaker homies that I respect, because I want my work to be able to sit next to theirs, knowing that, hey, I can get down with it too. So when I get comments from like the homie, like regular homies or like rappers and stuff, it's cool, but they don't really know the ins and outs of filming, and compared to like my film homies. So I've been looking for that validation. And I think women do the same thing, because yeah, men gonna say, oh girl, you look good, oh girl, you this, and oh girl, you that. But that's the equivalent of a rapper telling me, oh bro, that video fire. Like, yeah, you like it because I'm attractive, or you like it because my videos is good, but but when women get those comments from their fellow female cliques or friends that also do gym stuff, now they feel like, okay, I'm in the league with y'all. So I feel like it's the same psychological work going on in their head when they do that. But the thing about the difference between video work and the work that they do is, my video work is more talent based, and what they're doing is more for like sexual appeal. It's also some talent in lifting weights and doing all that stuff and getting your body right and toning it. It's talent in that too. But when it comes to what you wearing, is more for like sexuality and how you present yourself in a sexual sense, in comparison, like when I'm making videos, it's more about, flexing on this.
Either way, the difference is obvious. Their outfits were bold in the 80s, but the culture back then wasn't built on being judged, watched, and reposted for the world to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, her.
And like I say, I think a lot of them are doing it for influence. Like they want to bring more girls in, saying, if you want to look like me, follow my routine. It's a flex for money, but then, like I say, it's a flex because they trying to compete with the other girls in the market. But then at the very, very bottom of it, they want men validation too. It's just sometimes us men want to think everything is surrounded around us, when it's some shit that's like that. Some women are male centered. But a lot of women just know that if they present their body like that, they not only gonna get men attention, they gonna get young girls attention that want their body to look like that and want that type of attention, and then they're gonna get the attention of their peers saying like, yeah, I'm smoking Casey Pack or whatever female influencer name input right there. You get what I'm trying to say.
It was high energy, high knees, high ponytails, not high definition thirst traps for the algorithm. And to be fair, I get why people compare today's gym outfits to the 80s. The clothes were bright, the fits were tight, and there was definitely skin that was not afraid to be shown. But the intention was different back then. The focus back then was on comfort and confidence, not commentary and clicks. Okay, but some of you still think that the gym clothes today still focus on comfort and confidence. And that's where I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Because explain to me how a tube top that you're yanking up every 5 seconds is functional. If you can't lift, squat, or stretch without checking for stairs and nip slips every 5 seconds, is it really comfort? Genuine question. And I'm also gonna cut into the wound a little bit more and say these.
And I said this in one of my last videos too, when I kind of briefly talked about this, is that when you have OnlyFans models jumping into this industry to promote their OnlyFans, that shows you how blurred that line is. That means everybody know them blurry lines and everybody's trying to play into those blurry lines. The fact that they can hop their ass over to the gym industry and use the gym industry to promote their OnlyFans, yeah, there's some very, very blurry lines that y'all need to clear up, because kids go to the gym. A lot of young, not young adults, but a lot of like teenagers that want to get into the gym culture and want to start lifting, go run across those videos that's in the gray area, and where it's gonna lead them to gooner culture.
Outfits weren't just made for movement, they were made for a moment. But less of a begging for attention moment. I'm speaking more on the pressure to be seen, to look good, and to be aesthetically pleasing mid-squat. Because when even our workouts feel like a runway, of course we're all tired. And that's why today's video is sponsored by Manta Sleep. Running on 2 hours of sleep and espresso is...
Alright, shout out to her, but you know...
has now officially joined the That Girl routine, right alongside aesthetic morning dumps and soft life starter packs. Matching sets, full faces of makeup, Stanley cups in hand, getting the perfect mirror angles. It's not just about getting strong, it's about looking good while at it.
See how I come to the gym with a full face of makeup on? Very demure, very cutesy, very mindful.
And a lot of you are probably going to think I'm hating or being a...
Oh shit, my bad. Okay, my bad. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I ain't the one to tell women what and what not to do. Listen, this is your one life that you get to live, just like the one life I get to live. Live it how the hell you want to live it, right? Like I said in the last video, just understand the choices you make do come with, I ain't gonna want to say ridicule, but people gonna have something to say about it, right? And if it affects their daily life or affects their comfortability, people gonna protect their comfortability at all costs, and they gonna speak on it. Me, I don't really care. You know what I mean? I got a girl, you know, I mean, she like to buy gym outfits, but she don't wear nothing crazy. So, you know, I don't really be tripping for real. So this ain't for me to really like make a big deal out of, but you know, for content purposes, I'm gonna speak on it too and get my, because everybody got a 2 cents about it. It just, does it affect your life enough to express your 2 cents? You know what I mean? And like for me, I don't go to the gym enough like I should be. So maybe that's why I don't really care. But even if I did, long as I ain't getting blasted on social media for glancing, which as a man in a relationship I don't do. But as long as I don't get blasted for it, I don't really care.
Getting strong, it's about looking good while at it.
See how I come to the gym with a full face of makeup on? Very demure, very cutesy, very mindful.
And a lot of you are probably going to think I'm hating or being a pick-me, and you're going to think whatever your mind wants you to think. That's okay. But just know, it's not the outfits and the actions I'm judging. It's the pressure that comes behind them.
The intention that comes behind it.
Because when you zoom out, it's never really been about crop tops and scrunch leggings. It's about the pressure to constantly be on, which I've mentioned before in other videos, and that pressure is pressuring. The pressure to always look good, the pressure to always be aesthetically pleasing. But here's where it starts to get a little ironic. A lot of women don't feel comfortable wearing these gym outfits outside the gym.
You guys have said you don't like going to grocery stores in your little gym outfit, but have you been to a gas station in your little gym outfit? Because I don't recommend it.
Yeah, like, if you feel uncomfortable in public with it, because you feel like you're getting stared at. But see, this is why. And this goes back to that point that I made earlier. A lot of them are just trying to market, and a lot of them are just trying to compete with other women. Now that she's at the gas station, there's nobody to compete with. So now she realizes, like, all right, I'm really inappropriate now because now I'm, you know what I mean? But I mean, then bring an extra change of clothes. I mean, granted, like I'm gonna feel comfortable at the swimming pool with my swim trunks on and no shirt. But then if I go into Walmart, you know, so I get it, but yeah, it's just think about it a little bit. Like, if you feel like that, bring a big t-shirt, an oversized t-shirt, and when you leave the gym, put the oversized t-shirt on. Like, dressing like this in public really ain't necessary. I don't know, whatever. Do you?
And while a lot of you can argue, yeah, you're only supposed to wear these outfits in the gym, that's the point of wearing them in the gym, but don't you think it's a bit ironic that you don't feel comfortable wearing them walking to your car, going to the gas station, walking to the gym from the parking lot, which is understandable because there are creeps everywhere and we need to be very aware of our surroundings at all times. But that's what's starting to make this whole argument a little less logical, because we're dressing in ways that don't feel safe outside, yet we feel obligated to wear it inside the gym because that's the gym culture now. Every outfit has to look like the next girl, every set has to be aesthetic, every shot has to be in the perfect angle.
I ain't gonna lie, one thing that, and by all due respect, but just something that I've noticed, that a lot of women, especially women that tend to be TikTok heavy users, I'm not talking about every woman in real life that got real jobs, that live a normal, not even say normal, that live a very internet restricted, life. You know what I'm trying to say. The women that I noticed that it's been a common behavior in women, people really in general, but mostly for women, because this is where it really falls in that. For women that tend to be on TikTok a lot and like they consume it on a everyday, hourly basis, they tend to follow aesthetics a lot. Like, aesthetic is the trigger word that gets them to do whatever the hell that person that's promoting something to get them to do that. Like, using aesthetic. Like, women that get on TikTok a lot, you can sell them anything if you know how to put it in an aesthetic. If you can create an aesthetic around it, man, you got women sold. On TikTok, the ones that consume TikTok at a very, very high rate fall for all that aesthetic shit. I noticed that a lot.
It's not even about feeling good in your body anymore. It's about looking good while being watched.
I saw that! You disgusting pervert! That's absolutely unacceptable.
Whether it's strangers at the gym or strangers on your For You page, it's starting to frame us in a whole new light. One where the workout isn't always the priority, the presentation is. Suddenly, every rep
is an aesthetic.
Feels like a reel. Every set needs a ring light. Because lately, gym culture isn't about physical performance. It's about content performance.
I don't like the
gym no more. Nowadays, you go in the gym, it's a nightclub. Everybody think they famous because they got a few thousand followers. Everybody and their goddamn mama is a personal trainer nowadays and don't got a mother thing to offer. Most of these women just go in, do a little booty shot video. Like, what? You didn't break a goddamn sweat. You got cameras everywhere and videos and God damn it. You can't even move to get to your next dumbbell without being on somebody's camera.
Ring lights, tripods, wireless mics. Y'all, going to the gym has turned into...
Hey, no way. As a filmmaker myself, that guy, I'm gonna show y'all. Look.
Ring lights, tripods, wireless mics.
That's like, and I can tell by the rims around it, that is more than likely a aperture dome softbox, right? I'm a filmmaker, so I know this. They got a tripod up. I wonder what camera you're using, but ain't no way you send that. Well, granted, maybe it's a professional shoot or something, but during an actual workout, see, if I was to shoot a gym video, I don't do that type of content. Like I said, I do music videos, so that's kind of my realm, and being sexualized in those realms is natural, it's normal. Like, this has been a thing since the 2000s, right? But and since the 1988s or whatever. Anyway, if I were to do a gym video, I'm shooting after hours or before hours, before anybody gets there and after everybody leaves. I don't want to interrupt nobody's workout. I don't want to put nobody on camera that don't want to be on camera. And if you're a super professional, like I have a red camera, like you want to have talent release forms. You want to have release forms for everybody that's in the video, so you don't get, I ain't gonna say they're gonna sue you, but you don't want to have issues moving on forward if that video is used for commercial purposes. So, but anyway, let's continue.
Going to the gym has turned into a full production. The fitness part almost feels like background noise. The real flex...
I can see what dome... Let me see.
Aesthetic, you can make everything...
Damn it.
It's turned into a full production. The fitness part almost feels like background noise.
Yep. Aperture, I know that. Yep, I knew I wasn't tripping, but you do this after hours, bro. You don't do this during gym hours unless it's like a private session. At least me personally, that's how I feel. Some people don't give a fuck, and not me.
The real flex is how aesthetic you can make everything look. And look, aesthetic, I don't care what people do at the gym. If you were to show up with a whole camera crew, I would sip my water and finish my set. But let's not act like it doesn't shift the energy. Half the gym is filming, the other half of the gym is trying to finish a set without winding up as somebody's background extra. And honestly, when it comes to situations like this, there's no in between. You either have a reaction that is extremely kind, someone will literally tiptoe around a tripod like the person recording is on somebody else's payroll. They will do anything to not be in the shot because people overreact.
I'm like that too. I don't mind being in a shot. I'm just not gonna look at you when I'm in a shot. So if I walk across your thing, if I don't notice it's there, now if I know it's there, I'm gonna try to get around it and I'm gonna be goofy with it too. I'm a lighthearted dude. I really don't, like I said, this shit don't really bother me to that extent because I'm not like a gym bro. But I can understand and empathize with gym bros that like as a videographer, that's my space. So if I was in my space and people was victimizing people in my space, it would bother me a lot because that's where I spend the most time at. So I can understand how gym bros could be upset with things like this.
And two, nobody wants to be filmed at their sweatiest moment.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you all good. Come on. You all good. Yeah.
But then you have reactions from people who are just straight fed up, moving people's phones, yelling at them, confronting them to their face. Y'all, people just don't give a damn.
Am I gonna be in the background and break your phone?
What the is your issue, bro?
I don't like to be in the background.
You're not gonna be in the background.
You're not gonna smash
So dudes like that, I can understand their frustration, but what happens is they're on social media too, and they seeing everybody else getting blasted for it, and they're taking that energy out on the first person they see with their phone out, because they know, like, damn, all right, I can't. Like, I see this girl with her phone, she probably one of them type of girls, and she probably not. Like, she was fully dressed, she probably wasn't gonna do that, but he pissed because he was like, bro, if she blasts me, then that wasn't right, and he shouldn't have had did that. You don't give people the benefit of the doubt before you just throw a stereotype on them and you don't even know them like that. But that also means too, to the women that's with their phones and people with their phones in general, there's people that just don't like that shit. They just don't. So I go to like 24-hour fitness, and if I knew I was gonna be making content, I'm going late as hell. I'm going like damn near midnight, nobody there, so I don't really have to worry about this issue so much in comparison to going at like 6 o'clock when everybody getting off work, or 7-8 o'clock in the morning when everybody going right before work or whatever. You know what I mean? Going before work is crazy, but you get what I'm saying. So.
Sorry.
What's that?
Sorry.
Oh, studio.
I didn't
Shouldn't
make
be
the
recording here anyway.
Sorry.
And suddenly, the gym's not a gym anymore, it's a stage. You're dodging cameras like landmines, you're stepping over tripods like they're gym equipment. Everyone's mic'd up, lit up, and...
Because if you think about it too, I know I keep stopping, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I like to ramble. But anyway, if you think about it too, when you on a machine, and when you're on a regular person that's on a machine that's not recording, only is owning that particular area for that particular set. So if you're doing squats, you only on that section on that machine for those particular sets, and you have the rights to that machine at that time. But when you're recording, you have just extended that circumference of area that you have ownership of for that set. So now you not only have ownership of the machine during your set, now you have ownership of the two machines next to you, because that's in your shot. So now people can't even be in the machines next to you because you're recording. So now they not only have to wait for you to finish your set to use that machine, they gotta finishing your set to use the other machines too, because it's in their fucking shot. You know what I mean? So it's not respectable. That's why I say, if you're gonna do this, go to like 24-hour gyms and go extremely late where nobody is really there, and you can get all the fucking content you want without bothering nobody. Like, don't be an inconvenience to other people.
Showing up like it is press day. Are we doing deadlifts, or are we directing a documentary? What's going on? And look, I'm all for people getting their content. I literally get it. But if anyone dares to call this activity out, suddenly they're the villain.
Tripod is crazy. Huh? Tripod is a little crazy. Tripod? A little crazy. Yeah, are you an influencer? I want to be. One day?
Yeah. Call me Scar, because this gym culture, it needs a little push off the cliff. When people do call this behavior out, other people will say, just let them live, you're being a hater, just mind your business. And while some of these statements can be true, because some people are just living their life, if they want to record their little workout, that's cool. They're really not hurting anyone. They go up to people, they let them know, hey, I'm recording, so you might be in the background. The other person is cool with it. Hey, everybody's happy. But we can't act like this shift hasn't changed the way we all experience the gym. If you're wondering who's to blame for all of this, it's social media. I'm pointing fingers, because this can go even worse than a cute little TikTok here, a gym vlog there. Let's not forget about this combo: a 3-second glance from a stranger, a dramatic caption from the person recording, and suddenly we have a predator at Planet Fitness.
Caught this man staring at me in the gym.
These are the ones, like, this is what gym culture needs to do, and I'm being as genuine as possible when I say this. We need to make women or men that make content like this, we need to make this shit like Russian roulette. Hopefully I can say that on YouTube. We need to make them feel like this is a gamble. We need to make them feel like if I post this, I might be terminating my gym membership for good. Like, we need to make them think, damn, if I post this, I might not be allowed back at the gym. The fact that they can post this and blast people like this and then come to the gym tomorrow like everything is good is a problem. That's why it keeps happening. We need to make it a thing to where they are scared to post this type of stuff, to the point to where if this gets seen, I'm not going to be allowed back at that gym and my membership is getting revoked immediately. That's what we need to do. It need to be that big of a deal. So if you do this, oh yeah, we find out, you are not coming back to the gym.
He tried to play it off. Sir, please see.
That's the only way they're going to stop doing it. If they don't think they're going, if there's no repercussions behind it, it's just a flex to make them look good. They just gonna keep doing it.
Your workout. Lol.
I hate this. I hate when they're sweet.
Yeah. She got blasted.
Feral, like f***ing feral. There's mirrors everywhere, so it's like you can easily catch people. Act. I want you to watch very carefully. Swatch. Does the 5 as £5?
There's this trend in the US whereby gym girls, they go to the gym and they intentionally and purposefully try to...
Why are you recording this with your shirt off, bro? Hey, do your thing, I'm just saying.
Film guys staring at them just to create awareness or whatsoever, but actually it's more so for their own attention and clout.
The amount of times people who have just been glancing over at someone doing their workout, or maybe just looking a little too hard, or maybe they're just staring into space.
I got that bad. Oh my God. I'm glad she said that, because I was actually going to say that. I have that bad. This is why I wear shades a lot. Not all the time. You know, not in these videos, it don't really matter. But, oh, what happened? Oh, shit. Anyway, I wear shades a lot. And reason being is because I stare into space. Like, I will be looking in the direction of somebody and just be staring because I'm in my own head. You know, I be having to think about thumbnails, what video I gotta do, what project I gotta try to prep for, how I'm gonna get my next project, my job, girlfriend, all that, right? So I'm in my head. And I might be looking in somebody's direction and they might look at me like, what the fuck you looking at? I'm like, oh, Nick, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not even really looking at you. I'm zoned out. But they not going to believe that. So that's why I like to wear shades sometimes so people don't know. Especially when I do the podcast with my homies. Like, while I'm listening to them, I'm listening, but I'm zoned out. So people could clip that and be like, bro, is he good? When I'm really just listening. So like I like to wear shades so people don't know where my eyes is going. So if I'm zoned out, I don't look crazy for zoning out because you can't really see the direction of my eyes.
Them just to create awareness or whatsoever, but actually it's more
people who have just been glancing over at someone doing their workout, or maybe just looking a little too hard, or maybe they're just staring into space, daydreaming, and you just so happen to wind up in their point of view. They get recorded, posted on social media, and then their life is ruined. So now we have people who don't want to make eye contact, don't want to have basic human interactions at the gym anymore. The gym is no longer a space to just work out. It's a battleground for validation, virality, and visibility. And social media, it poured gasoline on the whole thing. Because now every squat, glance, outfit, or background extra moment is potential content. And don't let it be recorded in 4K with good lighting. Now you're a laughingstock on someone else's page and you may not even know it. Because lately, the rise of filming people without their consent That's a whole new pandemic. Now, I'm not judging women who feel confident showing up in what they want to wear to the gym. I'm also not judging the gym bros who record all their gym content because a lot of that content is needed. But we have to stop acting like there isn't pressure, real pressure, to perform, to present, and to participate in these new set of gym rules. So now we're here, stuck in this gym culture that's less about form and more about fame. And yet, somehow we just accept it because that's what the algorithm rewards. It's
And gyms get paid off of it because now they got more people. It's like free advertisement for the gym. So now more people going to the gym. Gym make money. So to them it's a win-win. It's just only to when shit don't go the way they want it to, now it becomes a problem. But with that being said, that's really all I got to say. I don't want to hold y'all up no longer than I need to. Yeah, this video been long enough, but she said what she had to say. So yeah, it ain't really my issue enough, but I can understand and empathize with the gym bros, the gym girls, or whoever got a problem with it. So y'all clean that shit up. But what you can also do is hit the like button and the subscribe button and join the Prosper Gang. There's a lot of prosperity going on around this mug. And yeah, till next time. Oh, let me show y'all her page. Her name is Janae Danyiel, right? Janae Danyiel. This is her page right here. I go ahead and do that. I'm also hit the subscribe button because she cool. I really rock with her. So with that being said, till next time, and always remember, there is nothing impossible to they who try. Join the Prosper Gang. Till next time, I'm out. Deuce.